Can you guys hear me now? I think my microphone was unplugged. One second, let me just finish setting up everybody. Enjoy this picture. Alright, I think I got that working now. Can you guys hear me? Hello? Can anyone hear me out there? And don't worry, mods. You just relax and enjoy the art lesson. No comments will be visible on the stream. And any additional comments when the VOD goes up, I'll just censor them myself. So just have fun, relax, and enjoy an art lesson. Today, our lesson is on shapes. I hope everybody's doing alright. Sorry about the technical difficulties, my microphone came unplugged. Alright, let's get started. I'm glad you're all having a wonderful morning. Alrighty then, let's get started. I think the first shape we'll learn about today is the unassuming circle. It's a very good shape to start with because there's no sides, not much math to do with it. Just a simple circle. A little lumpy, but it's fine. Alright, see? This is a circle. It has no sides, no edges. It's a nice round shape. In most of history, it's been deemed a very motherly shape, and it's just the circle of life, all that different stuff. People have used it as a metaphor for so many things in their life. Not sure if that's... I don't know, I think that's more just humanity trying to find patterns and things. Now, what separates a circle from a sphere is when you block off what would make it seem like it's going to be three-dimensional, basically. Like lighting. Lighting is what takes a flat circle, a flat geometric shape, and turns it into a sphere. That's a good trick to learn to do it. Figure out your light source right here. And there you go. A simple circle has now become a sphere. How's that working for you? Alright. Now, another trick is to turn a circle into an oval. You just stretch it on one side. A circle and an oval are technically the same thing. No edges, no corners, no sides, just one big thing. But you elongate it slightly. And there you have an oval. If it's a little more squat on the sides like this, that's an oblong. Now, here's another trick. You draw another oblong or cylinder down here at the bottom. You connect them, and you have a cylinder. A cylinder is just a series of circles connected by a path, a tube. Still technically doesn't have a side unless you count inside and outside. But that's what a cylinder is versus a circle and an oblong and a circle. I mean, and an oval, I mean. Alright, the next shape we're going to talk about has three sides to it. We'll be talking about the triangle. There's several kinds of triangles. This is an equilateral triangle. It's the same on all sides. This side's the same, this side's the same, this side's the same. When it's an isosceles, two sides that are the same, and one is either bigger or smaller. When it's smaller than a 90-degree angle, it is acute. Just remember, acute as in cute and small. There you go. When it's bigger than a 90-degree angle, actually I could probably go even bigger. There you go. That's obtuse. And there you go, see? Acute, obtuse, equilateral. There you go. But what is it when you have a triangle? isosceles, acute, or whatever, and you want to make it three-dimensional. There you go. You've created a prism. Like those things we used to look at in school where a rainbow would come out of the side. A prism, you bounce the light off of it and a rainbow comes out. Hello 8-Bit Brit in the chat, and hello there Soda Please, my favorite mods. The stream is offline. I hope not. Nope, still says it's online for me. Here's a fun little trick to drawing any kind of three-dimensional shape. I'll start again with the triangle. You put your dots. Little dots like that can help you make it easier. Even if it's a little wobbly for me, there you go. And then if you want to do it again, you just draw a smaller triangle in the back. There you go. And you connect them. There you go. That's your prism. Alright, the next shape we'll be covering... No, wait. One more thing about triangles. If you want to do the thing like the cylinder with circles, you combine a triangle and a circle, and there you have a cone. Again, if you want it to be a little more rounded and look like it's in this world and not just a flat drawing, you add lighting to it. You pick a light source. My little trick is to draw a little sun in the corner, and you figure out where the shadows are casting. It seems like OBS is not cooperating today. Well, I'll continue my lesson regardless. This is recording, and eventually you guys will see what's the lesson. Alright, the next shape we'll be learning about is a square. Here you have 4 points, 4 sides, 4 angles. See? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a square. Now, a square and all squares are rectangles, and all rectangles are squares, but not all squares are rectangles. A rectangle is basically an isosceles square. Not sure what's going on with the stream today, but it will be up in a VOD later. Alright, this is an isosceles square, basically. When you have at least 2 sides that are the same, and 2 sides that are not. Now, a parallelogram is when you have a square, where at least 2 parts of it are parallel to each other, but it's not entirely equilateral all the way around. Like, see, it's skewed like that. Now, this is how you make it three-dimensional. If it gets much worse, I'll just start the whole thing over if it's okay with you guys. Alright. There we go. See? Same thing as the triangle. You put 1, 2, 3, 4 points and you connect them. And let's see, what else can we talk about? Oh, a lot of people ask what a rhombus is. A rhombus is basically a parallelogram where you can see all 4 of the points. It's basically, yeah, it's like a parallelogram. That's about all you need to know. What's the next shape I would like to cover today? Oh, let's cover octagons. Those are fun. A pentagon? A pentagon is when it has 5 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. It's not entirely even, but that's a pentagon. An octagon is when you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides. 8 points, 8 sides, and there you go. Again, it's not the best drawn one. I've never been very good at geometric shapes. Pentagram. That is a 5-point star. There you go, pentagram. Typically placed in a circle. Now, let's see. A hexagon is basically when you have an octagon, but it's been turned into a 3-dimensional object. When you can see at least 12 sides. Or you see exactly 12 sides, sorry. Yeah, whatever. That's when you do this, see? And then you would see all 12 sides. Alright, that's enough learning about basic shapes. Even though this is a basic lesson, I want to talk a little bit about using these shapes. Now, the circle I talked about earlier. Circles, oblongs, all that kind of stuff. There's different kinds. You can, there's perfect circles, there's not perfect circles, there's squish circles. This is the best way to use to make any kind of character you want to be appealing. Now, like, here's an example. You draw, say you're making a character. You often will default to rounder shapes because rounder shapes are more common in nature. Our heads are round. Our bodies are a bunch of series of round cylinders and tubes. Some of us are a little more ball-shaped than others, but that's okay too. See? Some people are a little more oblong. But yeah, when you're designing a character, if you want it to be more visually appealing, I recommend sticking to round shapes. Though, if you want a character to look more dynamic at times, you're creating something, sometimes sharper shapes will give it it gives it a harder feeling. Just sometimes, that's why you see mostly villains in cartoons. They always have like sharp chins, hooked noses, lace for eyes, bony structures, that kind of thing. Because these sharp shapes naturally make us think of something that's dangerous almost. While round shapes, we associate them with our moms, our food, a lot of different stuff. And even like little smiley faces are usually round and stuff. Yeah, it's just basically about what we associate in our nature. Though you can combine these items to create certain characters that have both round and sharp things that can be portrayed as both evil or good. Just kind of depends on balance sometimes. Like, take your typical just regular drawing a human. We're a combination of a lot of sharp, soft and sharp edges. Sometimes we have sharp hair, sometimes we're drawn with softer hair. There's no real wrong way to do it. It's all about finding your style and your own personal balance for certain things. But yeah, like I said, look back to the old Hanna-Barbera cartoons, Disney. You don't see a lot of sharp anything anywhere. Like, even like little cartoon characters, like animals and stuff. They're drawn with little round tummies, so it looks like they are not starving. They're drawn all cute looking. Like, see, I'm drawing a little duck person. Like, look at any cartoon duck from back in the day. Almost never a single sharp edge. Even their hair was typically not like sharp looking, like anime spikes like I drew over here. Oop, my bad. Like, see, even this isn't entirely accurate to like some older cartoons. They would have like hair like this. They'd have little cute legs. Sometimes even their legs would be chubby, and I love that about old cartoons. Not a single sharp object. And you immediately associate this character with being just cute, lovable, and friendly, right? Like, think even Daffy Duck, even though he was considered the antagonist for a lot of episodes, still had all these lovely round edges. Everybody loved him. Hello, everybody. I know, very soft boy. There's very soft characters in here. Again, sorry if the video quality is still a bit off today. If it's really bad, I'll just upload my pre-recorded version. But yep, there you go. You have a very soft boy. Now let's work about utilizing sharper lines into making a character. Put my little duck over here. Look at him, he's so soft. Now let's say I'm going to draw a character that's supposed to be villainous, kinda. Typically you'll stick to thinner lines, like a person that's not been fed, did not know any joy of stuff in their life. You'll use sharper lines. Like, how many characters have you seen, like villains in movie, cartoons, video games, that have this kind of very like cylindrical shape, but it's an inverted, like concave shape, and you have lots of sharp angles? Yeah. Of course, these are guidelines for just These are just loose guidelines of stuff I personally utilize. Every artist is different. Like, I've seen good characters with sharp angles that are made to be misleading to look like villains, and I've seen soft boys like this that ended up being horrible. I know, right? Those shoulders could kill a man. Think about it, like when we think of devils and horns and everything, it's sharp edges and crud. If you see a depiction of some kind of devil or demon and they have a lot of soft edges, you tend to like sympathize with them more sometimes. But even then, sometimes even not even that. I don't know, it's the way the human brain works is very confusing. Like you see a lot of sharp edges when it's not normal in nature, it unsettles you. Except for his kitty mouth there. It's there you go. See, like it's not natural for characters and people to have sharp edges like that. Regardless, it still looks pretty cool. But yeah, that's just a few small tips and guidelines. See, there you go. You got your good guy, your bad guy. Though, in proper story writing, you never know. This could be the villain and this could be the hero. Nothing matters. Alright, let's see. Didn't miss too much pineapple. Mostly just my stream acting up on me. I know, right? I have a little bit more time before I have to go. Is there anything else you guys would like to know about shapes before I send off and make sure this stream is still working? You shipped the Birdman and the Long Bendy Man, huh? Well, yeah, I could see that. Alright, like I said, I have a few more minutes to go. What would you guys like to learn about involving shapes before I go? Like, last call. How do you draw the mighty tallest or invaders in? They are another combination of sharp objects and round. Again, it's one of those things where you can tell they're technically villains, but you're also meant to sympathize with them. See, look, his head is literally just a odd rectangle that's pinched off at the end there, and then you got necks and everything, and then you have a round body that like gives them like almost like a motherly appearance at times. See, yeah, definitely Jonah Vasquez's style is a good combination of both using sharp and round objects at the same time to create a character that's ambiguous about that kind of thing. Because see, you have like sharp stuff like this. Well, in the same vein, you'll have like round little things, like where you look at them right, you can see, oh, that's an evil alien with pointed, like pseudo horns almost, and some kind of depiction of, as some people would say, Satanism or some crud. But at the same time, he can also look kind of like a puppy. Side character? I don't know. Every character is different. Just depends on which one you choose to focus on in a series or not. But the supporting characters are... Oh my. Disconnected again. The supporting characters are what really make a story to flourish. They're literally called support characters because they're meant to support the story. Not just support the main character, but really just sell the story itself. Huh. I'm having quite a bit of issues with my OBS today. I'm sorry, everybody. But see, yep. You have the tallest there. They have a combination of lots of round objects and sharp objects. It gives them an ambiguous feeling that you want to sympathize, but at the same time, we know their personalities as characters. They're straight up horrible. But at the same time, you like them. That's actually a very common thing in Jonan's artwork. Yeah, sorry the thing keeps kicking you guys out. I have a recorded version, and that will be the one I'll probably post later. Oh my. Well, I guess this is a good place to end the stream if it's going to keep doing this. Yeah, that's probably not the best. Sorry. Yeah, okay. I guess this is the universe's way of saying this art stream is cut a little short. But we covered the basics of shapes, and that's all we need to know. Sorry for any inconvenience, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. The next art lesson, I think I'll cover layers and some of the tools of Psy. I'd use other programs, but I don't have a whole lot of other programs on this computer. Maybe in the future we'll work on that. Alright then. I'll start saying goodbye to everybody now. I hope you have a wonderful day. And never stop making artwork. Just, yeah. Why waste life not enjoying some amounts of artwork in it? Yeah, I don't know. I've officially run out of things to say. Anyway, have a good day. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye-bye.